Welcome to Like Online Tutorial. Now before us is this circle geometry question, and it reads that in the diagram xq is a tangent. Now this is SQ, which is a tangent, and the tangent is just a straight line that meets a curve. Okay, a tangent to the circle at P. So here, this point P here is actually where the straight line meets with the curve here. All right, so now xp, this line here is parallel to yq. This is yq. So this line is parallel to this line. Now xpy, which is this angle, is 56, and pxy, this is pxy is 80. We are told to find PQY. And where is that PQY? That is PQY. So this angle. Now looking at this circle geometry diagram, you can see that no center of the circle is given. Alright, it means we are dealing with chords. Alright. Now what is a chord? Now a chord is a line, okay, that divides a circle into two segments. Okay. All right, so in this case now, this is the angle we are looking for. Okay, and if you take a look, that P, Y, and Q forms what? A triangle. Okay, now but first and first is, as long as this line and this line, which is SP and YQ, is parallel, it implies that angle 56 will be equals to this part. Why? It is called an alternate angle, or which is alternate just simply means opposite angle. You're going to see that this angle here is opposite to this angle, and this angle is also opposite to this angle. So at that point, the angle formed here will be the same as the angle formed here. Okay, now we've gotten one known part of the triangle PQY. So we are getting we need to get this part so that we'll be able to get Q. So how then do we get that? Now, from here, what we need to do here is now consider this angle here. All right, this angle should be the same as this angle. Okay. However, we don't know this angle, but because 80 and 56 is a known angle, so here we cannot say 80 plus 56 plus, let's call this one A. Okay, now equals 180. Okay, and when we sum this together, this should give us 136. So our A plus 136 will give us what? 180. So our A here, subtracting 136 from both sides, that's 180 minus 136. Now this should give us 4 here. Now remember 7 minus 3 will give us 4. So here we have 44 degrees. So this part here is 44 degrees. Okay. Now since we are dealing with chord, we need to there are laws that governs chords. Now here you see this a tangent, SPQ is a tangent, and you can see XQ here is a chord. Okay, and you can see that there's an angle formed here. Now there is this law that governs chord and tangent, and it says that the angle formed between a tangent and a chord is equals to the angle subtended by this same chord in the opposite segment. What does that mean? Now if you look at this angle, okay, this tangent forms an angle with the chord XP. Okay, now and this XP forms an angle which is an extension. Okay, you can see it forms an angle here. You can see the point here, the point here, the angle formed by that is subtended by this chord is what? 44. So because it is 44, so the angle formed here, the angle here will also be what? 44 degrees. Okay, all right. So since we've gotten here as 44, and take note that SPQ is a straight line, so we can say here that 44 plus 55 plus this angle, let's make this maybe small p. Okay, so here we can now say p plus 44 plus 56. Now you give us what? 180, because sum of angle on a straight line is 180. So when we add this together, that will be p plus this is 10, that will be 100 equals 180. So when we subtract 100 from both sides, this will give us 80. Okay, so here is now 80. So I believe at this point now we should be able to find the value, the angle P here. So at this point now we can just say add the two angles with the unknown to give us what? 180, because sum of angle in a triangle gives us 180. So here we can say 80 plus 56 plus Q equals what? 180. Okay, so when we sum this together, this should give us 136. Q equals what? 180. When we subtract 136 from both sides, so Q equals 180 minus 136. So Q now should give us this is 4. This remains 7. That'll be 44 degrees. Final answer. Thank you.